But he's taking these shots, this antagonism, this taunting to the intelligence community.
You take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday of getting back at you.
FBI, open up!
Today, in an absolute bombshell discovery item from an FBI and DOJ filing against Donald Trump, attempting to justify their raid on his home, they released a photograph. This photograph shows classified documents in red and yellow covers strewn across the ground. The documents in question had redactions on them, white blocks cover up what was inside of those folders. The way that it works in the federal government is that classified information comes inside of a folder. That folder is said to be classified because of the cover on it, so that the person who's handling it knows that it is classified and to what level it is classified. There are multiple levels of classification inside of the federal government, and none of them apply to the president. The president is the executive based on Article 2 of the Constitution. The president is the executive branch. Unto himself, this man is the executive branch embodied. That is how our system works. And so there is nothing classified to Donald Trump. Everything is declassified to the president, and he has the capacity to classify or declassify anything he wishes. Now, this is a functional misunderstanding by the DOJ as to how the law works. We'll get to that in just a moment. What happened here and what you are seeing spread across social media is the release of the documents onto the floor. How did the documents go onto the floor? Why were the documents taken from inside of Donald Trump's desk and then chucked onto the floor? How did it happen and why? Why did the FBI do this? Well, according to some of our favorite sources as it pertains to the malfeasance and malevolence of the FBI, these were thrown onto the floor in order to stage the image, in order to make it look as though Donald Trump keeps his documents laying around on the floor, especially the classified ones.
So first of all, it is staged. I wasn't there. I don't know if that's how they found him, but I doubt it. And those red and yellow things that you see on the floor are cover sheets. Those aren't classified.
Most importantly, in this staged photograph is the assumption of people like Rick Grinnell that these documents were declassified. As we've stated many times, classification authority lives within the president and the president himself solely. That's what separates this from Hillary Clinton's server, and Hillary Clinton's server being online, available for everyone to hack. Hillary Clinton wasn't president of the United States. She was president only in her own mind, and Hillary Clinton, no matter how many bottles of Chardonnay she has inside of her, cannot justify keeping classified documents on an unsecure server. Hillary Clinton should be in jail for the rest of her life for that. Of course, won't ever happen. The FBI won't raid her house, but the FBI raided Donald Trump's house in order to spread these documents around on the floor. The FBI is saying that Donald Trump should not keep these documents in his dresser drawers, and the FBI then put this photograph online in order to try and frame Donald Trump. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Inside of the frame of this framing photograph is some magazine covers. Now, these are clearly put into a box, and they are framed so that Donald Trump had them up on a wall somewhere, or is planning on putting them up on a wall somewhere. There are multiple magazines framed inside of this box. We have no idea what's behind the first one, but as you can see, the first one is a Time magazine cover. If you enhance, can you look into that? Can you enhance that? What cover is it? It is a photo of Donald Trump, a piece of cover art for Time magazine, sitting in the Oval Office with all of the contenders on the Democrat side staring in to the office with the words "knock, knock" on it. Now, this is a very interesting thing to keep in frame. Clearly, the FBI moved many things out of the way. Clearly, the FBI staged these photographs. Are they expecting us to believe that Donald Trump keeps his classified documents and his personal presidential documents strewn about on the floor? Don't think so. So clearly, the FBI staged this photograph, and they put this in there for a reason. That is assumption number one. That the FBI is taking this specific cover and trolling Donald Trump with this Time magazine cover, as though they were the ones peering in at him and his presidency, as though the FBI themselves were the one knocking on the door ominously in order to get Donald Trump. That is the first assumption here for this asset being inside of the photograph. It is ominous, it is cutting, it is the FBI and the DOJ sending a message, a covert and clandestine message to Donald Trump that we are watching you and we are ready to take everything from you. Inside of this photograph, you see obviously some of the humiliating cast members of the 2020 presidential nominee field for the Democrats. And so this asset and item could be potentially seen as a warning sign to Trump from the FBI that we are watching and we are ready to knock at your door and take everything from you. The alternative perspective on this asset is that Donald Trump himself is sending a message. Donald Trump himself has framed a Time magazine cover. He either had it displayed at the White House. I had been to the White House. I had been inside of Donald Trump's Oval Office before. I didn't see anything like this hanging on the walls. So Donald Trump, this was from his personal collection of things he wanted up in his office. Perhaps there are many subsequent Time magazine covers behind it. Maybe that is what Donald Trump is hanging up all of the times he graced the cover of Time magazine. But more importantly, Donald Trump is taking this nefarious insult cover that is obviously meant to intimidate him and is having it placed in a place of honor in his office. That's interesting. This is also sending a message because it is Joe Biden who is the closest to Donald Trump inside of this artwork. So Joe Biden is peering in at the presidency as Donald Trump is sitting there resolute in his desk at the resolute desk. Well, it says a lot about the chutzpah, for lack of a better word, of Donald Trump that he would have something like this framed for his own personal collection. This is obviously meant to insult him and intimidate him, but yet Donald Trump wants to display it in a place of honor. There are symbolism items here where Donald Trump wants to keep Joe Biden specifically, but all the Democrats who colluded to run against him at the top of mind, in clear view, as though Donald Trump is wanting to remind himself who took the presidency from him and what he is going to do about it. Is Donald Trump preparing to run in 2024? Is Donald Trump hanging assets like this around his personal private office at Mar-a-Lago, which is where this photo was taken, in order to motivate himself into a run, in order to keep top of mind who his true enemies are? We find it fascinating that this specifically, and this cover of all covers, wound up inside of this photograph. What is it? Well, we weren't a part of the FBI raid, thank God, that went into Donald Trump's home. Those agents should have their guns and badges stripped from them, and they should never work again. Perhaps they should be tried for being part of an illegal operation. But we weren't part of it, and so we don't know. We also are not Donald Trump or his decorator, and so we don't know. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section. Let us know if you want Trump to run in 2024, and if you think that this is planted by the FBI in order to troll Trump and intimidate him in this photograph, whether they actively worked to have this asset in there, or whether this is something that is Donald Trump's personal message to those who seek to take power from him. Either way, quite an interesting photograph, and we can't stop thinking about it. Knock, knock. Thank you for watching. Our channel is here to meme the libs until they cry, and then to meme them crying. Their tears taste like ice cream. We ridicule the establishment, and we do so because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you liked what you saw, please click the thumbs up. Please punch, subscribe, and ring the bell to let you know when we have a new video. Don't you want us to let you know when we're live? Please check out more of our videos here and sign up for our mailing list in case something happens and the plug gets pulled. We want to be able to keep in touch with you. My name is Benny Johnson, and thank you for watching. Based Patriots, stay free.